Welcome back to A Cozy Space with Tatiana Elizabeth. I am here with Miss Kayla Nicole, on-camera host, baddie, influencer, owner of Tribe Therapy.
Okay.
Get you some of that. And she's dropping a podcast, if not have dropped it already by now, called... What is it called?
It's called The Pregame with Kayla Nicole. Hopefully by the time this comes out, it will have dropped. So we will put that out there.
We're going to put that out there. The Pregame with Kayla Nicole coming soon to a YouTube near you.
Wherever you listen to your podcast.
Wherever you listen to your podcast. My good friend, Kayla Nicole.
Yeah.
I need you guys to understand and know that, hi Cash.
It's the pup of the pod.
This is Cash, our special guest. So Kayla actually just hopped off of a flight and she rushed over here. So I'm just so thankful for you. I'm thankful that you were able to show up for me.
Anytime.
I know Kayla as a girl's girl. Kayla is one of the sweetest people that I know. I can call her at any time for advice. And I just feel like people don't really know that about you. So...
Yeah, that's true.
I think that
my girlfriends know that.
Your girlfriends know that. What's one thing that you wish that people knew about you on social media?
Major misconception is that I'm so superficial that I will never, ever split bills with my man. That is probably the biggest misconception.
So let's clear that up right now.
It's cleared up.
Let's clear that up. What did you mean when you said that?
What I meant in context was when I was dating a multimillionaire and I was not a multimillionaire, that multimillionaire did not make me split the bills.
Amen.
Also, in context, when I'm dating people, I just think that relationships are hardly ever 50-50. Yeah. I think that you contribute different amounts at different stages, right? And it's not always monetary. I think there's 50-50 effort, or not 50-50. What's the ratio? If it's 70-30?
70-30 or 80-20.
Yeah. 80-20. Like it varies.
I feel like we've probably had this conversation where it's like, if you're dating someone, I might move into your space or into your house, but I might furnish it, but you might be paying. So I definitely, when you said that, I'm just like, she doesn't mean it like that. She doesn't mean it like that. But the internet takes things and runs with it. So.
And at that point, people have to understand that I was so over the topic from the moment I was publicly in a breakup, right? That was the whole headline. Black girl gets dumped, right? Because that was the headline. Ever since that moment, there was this false narrative that it was because I wanted to be taken care of and I was being forced to split bills, which was never the truth. Yeah. I cleared that up. The person that I was dating cleared it up. Yeah. So for the fact that it was still being brought up was just triggering for me. So in that moment, I did respond with a little arrogant, a little
with a little, you were trying to pop
on my
it
shoulder
a little
bit. And then it kind of backfired. And it's like, wait a minute,
reel it in.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm also at such a different space in my life now. I'm 33. I feel like I'm trying to broaden my horizons by dating people that aren't just, I don't know, professional athletes. So I probably am going to encounter a guy where we might have to split the bills 50-50 because I make the same amount as he does. Or
because you're a busy girl. You're all over the world. You're always doing something. And you're always working. So yeah.
I have something to contribute. So I'm not mad at splitting the bills, but that wasn't my truth in that moment.
And it has to make sense. And I feel like also too, people will take things and run with it, and people just want to make the narrative fit their opinion. People are miserable, so they're looking for something to feed their misery. I feel like me as a person looking at you and looking at your line of work, I can understand you because I come from a place of empathy. So I feel like for those of you out there, sometimes before you judge somebody or before you look at something and you just off the cuff make an opinion, you might have to think a little bit harder about the things. And I feel like that.
Absolutely.
I'm happy that you were able to come here and clear that up because when I tell you that this girl stresses me out, guys.
It's like I need PR. But also, don't be trying to make me pay all the bills. And also, I don't want to go 50-50. I want you to pay all the bills. That's fine. That's okay.
That's fine too.
I want to manifest the man that pays all the bills, Lord. Where is he at?
Amen. Amen. Of that whole situation, I feel like you've handled everything with such grace. To you, in real life, I feel like it's such old news, and I think that's another misconception. I feel like the internet has a way of dragging everything. So I just want to ask you, how were you able to hold your head up and remain calm, cool, collective, so positive, so happy, stay a girl's girl throughout situations that I feel like were meant to break you?
Dang, you thought that I did that? I felt like I was pretty down and out.
No, I feel like you handled yourself with grace. You were still fun. You were still happy. You still show up for everyone around you. I think that that's the part that's missing on the internet, is that they don't get to see the real Kayla Nicole.
I think maybe too, you guys are like my outlet, my tribe of people, my girls, my family. You guys know me, the real me. And in moments where I did feel misunderstood by the internet, I knew that I could turn to you guys. I knew that I could turn off the apps, log out, and literally turn to y'all so that I could live in the real world with people who actually know me, know my heart, and know my character. And over time, being in spaces like that where I do feel seen and understood, it made me able to cope with what was happening on the internet. You know what I mean?
Understood, yeah.
It was like, I don't know, an alternate reality almost. Because literally when you get on the internet and people are talking about you in third person, like I'm an object, I'm a headline. I literally don't have a name anymore. I'm just a ex-girlfriend. Like that was literally my identity for a really long time. And it does become, I don't even know the word to describe that. Just really like a nightmare. But I felt like I found a lot of comfort turning to the people who knew me best.
Yeah.
And so the girls' trips or just girls' nights, going to dinner, hanging with people who actually know my heart and know my character, I think made it livable and doable. On the outside looking in, I don't know. I don't know that did I seem like I was okay? Because for a long time I was not okay.
I think that we had a lot of fun nights.
Yeah, like that end in tears.
Yeah. For sure. And I think that you are one person that is open with your emotions and with your feelings. Yeah. And I feel like there would be times where I would be like, Kayla, reel it in, whatever. But I think that generally, I'm just so proud of you. You're working so hard. You're doing so many things. It didn't break you. It didn't break you at all. And as it shouldn't have, but it didn't. And I think that you hold your head so high. And I just think that I'm just so proud of you for that.
Thank you. I feel the same way though. If anything, it was a stepping stone. Definitely don't need to do it again. Definitely don't need to learn any of those same lessons again, but valuable lessons nonetheless. And I think that I came out of it swinging.
For sure. Do you actually have any regrets of being such an open person?
No.
No? Yeah.
No, I don't. And sometimes it for sure comes back to bite me in the ass, but I think that one day when I'm lying on my deathbed, knowing that I have touched one person or connected with one other woman who feels seen because of me, I can die happy knowing that.
I say the same thing. You can't judge me because we're here. We're at eye level, babe.
Literally.
Like, unless you're God, Jesus, my child, Beyonce, maybe Barack Obama. How could I feel antagonized by your opinions of me? So I don't mind being open.
Maybe it's the Scorpio because I do feel antagonized by people's opinions of me, but I won't allow that to stop me from speaking my truth.
True.
You know what I mean? Because I do take things personal. I am such a softie. I'm very much an empath. My feelings get hurt very easily. Do I have a poker face? Yes. Will I let you know that you've hurt my feelings all the time? If I care about you, yes. If I don't care about you, no, you'll never get that out of me. But it hurts. But I don't think that you should allow that to deter you from speaking your truth and connecting with others and letting your story really be a freaking lesson for others too. If I made the mistake, please learn from me. That's what I tell my sisters all the time. Allow me to be the test dummy. Learn from this big dummy over here.
I think that's a funny thing too. I feel like with siblings, they get better with time. I feel like the younger sisters, y'all skin is clear, your hair is longer. You have the test dummy. So I think that's so beautiful. Wait, how many sisters do you have again?
I have 4 sisters.
4 sisters. And you're the oldest.
I'm the oldest.
4 sisters.
That's
fire.
Task.
Kayla gives big mama energy, guys. I don't think that you guys know, but Kayla gives big mama energy. And I'm going to tell a story. I'm going to tell a story about Mexico and Cabo.
What was the story? I'm scared. Oh, God.
Kayla is like, we're going to Mexico. Bring the baby. We're going to Mexico. We're going to invite who you want. We're going to Mexico. We're going. And I'm like, perfect. Kayla is such a big sis and a big mama. We get to Mexico. We're all there. We're all vibing. We're having a great time. And we decided to go out.
Oh, God.
We walk into the club, and she's like, I want that section up there at the top. Where me and my friends, where no one can bother us. We're safe. We're protected. You are probably top 5, probably top 3. One of the funnest people that I know.
Wow.
And I feel like I can always count on you for like just a good time from the moment that we get in that Uber and the music comes on. To the time where we're grabbing food. You're just such a fun girl, and I feel like I appreciate you for that.
Thank you. That was a big moment. I had transparency. I had just got my Revlon check. I had to deal with Revlon. So I was like, I felt like.
No, she gave Big Mama. She said, we have a butler. We have a nanny for your son.
Y'all want food? Who's hungry? I was cashing out.
You were really
But it's no fun if the homies can't have me. It's only fun if everyone around me is having a good time
and a good vibe. And I feel like we were I think you might not have known, but I needed that trip at that time more than I was moving. I was in the middle of a move.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of a breakup.
Didn't you go straight to New York from there?
Yeah. And it was just me and my baby. Here, we're in Cabo. And I think that we all bonded through that trip. And I feel like we had such a good time. So, shout out to you.
That's what friends are for. We had a praise and worship breakfast.
We had a praise and worship. Balance.
Man.
Balance.
But that's what good quality friendships are for, though.
For sure. Yeah. How do you remain balanced throughout your travels, work, jobs, having a fitness line, working out every day? Like, Jesus.
I was just saying this the other day, that my foundation literally, and it sounds so cheesy and so corny, but my foundation is prioritizing my wellness. Like, do I have a wellness brand now? Like, I am nothing without a routine. And that routine has to consist of me prioritizing moving my body. Like, I don't know who I am when I'm not moving my body, but that lady is literally, she's the worst.
Yeah.
I'm get so anxious. I can't focus. I really might have ADD for real. Like, something about having a routine in place, and within that routine, setting aside time to take care of me. So if that means going for a walk for 45 minutes, journaling when I wake up, or just prioritizing having at least 1 to 2 hours of no social media. The first thing I get up is not check my phone, not check my email. It's just being present. I've been like down things in my notes now for this podcast that I'm doing because I need constant ideas and topics.
Yeah.
So I'll use that first 2 hours in the morning to like have to myself, isolate myself from the world and just have that moment. And then aside from that though, really seriously having a fitness routine. Like, have to work out. I have to have some sort of something, at least like 5 days a week. I have to, or I go crazy, or I get really sad. And I'm always like, I don't understand. Like, am I ovulating? Like, this is, you haven't worked out in 7 days, girl.
So wait, when did you start working out?
I literally have been an athlete my whole life. I started gymnastics when I was 5 years old. Whew. And didn't stop until my junior year of high school. And then even when I quit gymnastics in high school, I kept working out. Like, I was a gym rat in college. I was always in the gym. I was dating a basketball player, so I was like, I thought I was loving basketball, girl. Like, I was in the gym with him. He was in the gym with me.
Yeah.
It was just always a part of my life. So I think, I don't know, maybe just like genetically now my body is used to those endorphins, and when I don't create that same amount, I crash and burn.
Yeah. You have wanted to be an athlete? Like,
I missed my calling. I was either supposed to be Beyonce or like it's one of the two. You know, it was just no in between.
Well, yeah, it's bad that I'm Beyonce, so it's like I guess you could have been
weird.
Kobe. I guess you could have been Kobe.
That's weird because I thought it was me. I was supposed to be. We were just switched at birth.
You know, like it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
I would have loved to be an athlete though. At least basketball.
Yeah.
Nobody knew that I was going to be tall until I quit gymnastics my junior year of high school. I grew like 10 inches over 2 years.
Dang.
Stupid.
So now you're just a baddie.
Yeah, now I'm just big.
Just big for no reason.
Out here.
Just big for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, strong.
Speaking of, you're a real strong lady.
No, you are so strong, and I find it so admirable because I remember you posted something about, I started gymnastics at this age, and this has built my body to this point. So I'm like, if I start gymnastics now, maybe by the time I'm
55, my muscle mass.
Yeah, I might be able to get a Kayla Nicole body.
No, literally, gymnastics is like, I tell everyone, if you want to get your kid to be like a real competitive athlete, just great core, great, just like basics. Teach you how to have like dance, good balance, build your core, mental toughness.
I think that I'm just, I kind of started my workout and wellness. Well, my workout journey. I've always been like a
really?
wellness
When
girly.
did that start? I haven't seen
Not
it.
too much. On the Aloe trip?
Oh.
I go to Aloe like once in a while.
Yeah.
I do Pilates.
Pilates is great.
I just don't post when I'm in the gym or when I'm working out.
Which is good.
Because I want to sneak up on y'all.
And also, it's for you, too.
Yeah.
I almost suck sometimes that that's part of my job.
Yeah.
But I have been lately, because it's what I can't do is turn in my, like, place into my business space, too. I have to draw the line somewhere.
Well, speaking of that, you kind of merged the lines, like made tribe therapy into your business. So let's speak on that. What's coming up? What's new? Like how?
Yeah. This passion project of mine.
Yeah.
It's like having a child. I think I keep telling myself, instead of a launch party, I'm going to have a baby shower.
You should.
Because truthfully, this is like, I don't know what it's like to give birth, but I feel like I'm going on 12 months now. Okay, this is the longest
overdue.
gestation. Yeah, going on.
Yeah.
But I'm working on apparel. Hopefully, I'll have my first drop within the next month or two.
Beautiful.
But really just trying to build a space for women. Like why I started the brand in general. I wanted to fill a void in a market where I just felt like I wasn't being seen. Like I said, I've been working out my whole life, and I felt like I was always really intimidated to tap into like fitness space because I just felt like I wasn't good enough for it. Like I'm strong, but like I don't have a six pack. I have cellulite. I have stretch marks. And I just felt like it was very, I don't know, just I didn't feel like there was a fit for me within that space. So I created a brand. Strong is Sexy was originally the name of the brand years ago during COVID. And I switched over to Tribe Therapy recently, and I feel like it just embodies the goal of what I want to do within the fitness space, which is just to create community and really to prioritize mental wellness as much as we prioritize physical fitness as well. Because I feel like if your mind is in a good place, your body will follow. And a lot of people don't tap into that side as much as they need to, in my opinion.
I would love to tap more into like just the getting in the workout space because I feel like I have my self-care rituals and I journal and I take time to myself and I do my skincare. Like I take pride in my skincare routine. I feel myself being off, but I would love to be able to put that into translate it because I think that it just makes such a difference. We're getting older. I do my walks. I do my hot girl walks.
I was gonna say, like, literally my number one tip if people are trying to develop their own routine is stick to saying, okay, days this week I'm gonna move my body in whatever capacity, and it could be for like 30 to 45 minutes. So go walk, sign on to YouTube and put on a Pilates class or a dance workout or whatever, like your fancy that. And stick to it for 3 days.
So dancing, like kind of when we go out, that counts, kind of.
You sweat. If you sweat and you're working and you're moving, honestly, are you going to burn 500 calories? Probably not. But what people don't realize is you will become addicted to the idea of, okay, I set aside time for myself and I achieved it. And there's like mega confidence boost that comes with that. Yeah. Get addicted to that. And then also like endorphins, the science behind it, like feel better. You're going to want to do more of that naturally.
I feel that. See, my problem is like going on a walk and then on the way back, I'm just went on a walk. Something so now sweet. I deserve like brownie.
A sweet treat.
I deserve a sweet treat. So what is your guilty pleasure? Like guilty pleasure snack?
Oh, snack.
Yeah, snack, girl.
Guilty pleasure snack. I have a real bad problem with hot chips. All variations. Hot chips, hot Cheetos, hot Cheeto fries.
I think that's hot
Doritos. Cool Ranch hot Doritos. There's like a brand with like twisties. Okay, but it's another one in there. It's very a purple niche bag. I have a problem. I don't ever really crave sweets, but I will literally stop at a gas station to get me some hot chips. Those. It's bad.
I had hot Cheetos for the first time like a month ago. They were okay. They were okay. They were decent. I'm not something I like to have in my life. Like I went 30 years without them and I feel like I could go 30 more.
What do you eat? With sandwiches.
Kettle.
No, you really are Beyonce. She's like, pressed olive oil, puffer chips.
I like kettle chips.
Like salt and pepper?
Salt, no, not salt and pepper, not too much.
You sound
salt
like my
kettle
grandma.
chips. They actually have this brand. They have them at the one hotel. I think it's like...
All right. So really, Tati is the rich friend. That's what everybody needs to know. Is
no.
The one, they have these really
they do. And like, it's a white bag.
Yeah, fire.
And they're black truffle.
Truffle, those are heat.
They're
you can't
so
find
good.
those anywhere, though. And you eat them, bro. Don't.
I didn't just start eating them. I mean, just within my adult life, yeah.
When you were a kid, what kind of chips did you eat?
Funyuns or Doritos.
They have hot Funyuns, by the way. Slap. You gotta.
I think that's I feel like the Takis and I feel like that's such a LA thing. Consider yourself an LA girl.
I want to be down, but they really won't accept me. I'm from Corona, so LA's very, clicked out. You know?
So what was that like growing up in Corona?
It's the suburbs. And really, Corona is like the area where everybody moves from LA when they want to get their kids like the way out of trouble. And when I moved there too, the cost of living was a lot better. Like it was a lot less expensive than living in LA. And plus it's out the way, the crime rates are low, like kids are out of trouble.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a melting pot. It's more white people though than...
Yeah. Do you like up in a cul-de-sac?
I literally did grow up in a cul-de-sac.
Oh, period.
Well, the corner house in the... Yeah, kind of.
In a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Fire, you give cul-de-sac grow up vibes.
Yeah. Appreciate that. But don't ever get it twisted.
Because people knock you out.
I know people from South Central. You know what I'm saying? Might not be from there.
Yeah. She knows. And honestly, you don't even need to know anybody from South Central. Speaking of that, you beat up that lady on that show. Okay. Why did you do that?
First
This
of all,
is the winner of Special Forces, guys.
yes.
And
thank you.
Give her her things.
We're gonna put some respect on Marion Jones' name.
Yeah.
Yes. The only reason that happened, because in real life I would never ever put my hands on someone in the capacity that I did on that show.
Yeah.
But yeah, the ask was you or me, and
It's you.
it is always gonna be me. Yeah. You learned on that show that I can compartmentalize my feelings and emotions a lot more successfully than I could have ever imagined. Because if you would have asked me prior, and honestly prior to that, I think just with life in general and what I was experiencing in real time, I was like an emotional wreck. You know what I mean? Like I cried a drop of a dime and felt like I was so not in control of my emotions. So going on that show, I really learned that I was able to, when I want to,
You can turn it off.
I can turn it on and I can turn it off. And I can turn on to a whole other side of me that I had no idea was even there.
Yeah, it was a little scary watching you like that. That's such an accomplishment that you won that show. I was one of the select few people that knew you were going away over the summer. And I was like, oh my God, what is this girl doing? Like always doing something. What was that experience like?
I think not to be dramatic, but really life-changing, mind-altering. I would never, ever do it again, but I'm very thankful for the experience and what it taught me. And I think it fully elevated my respect that I have for those that are in the special forces, people that serve our country, because that was honestly like just a 2-week experience. There's people who dedicate their entire lives to doing that. So I have so much more respect for them, more than I had before. But for me personally, I learned so much about myself. I really did. And just the power of our minds, because I don't think it's just a me thing. I think that if you were to do it, I think you would probably walk away with.
Oh no, girl, I don't think that I could do that at all. The second when he pushed you off that boat, I said, oh no, I'm out of there.
Yeah,
I'm crying. I'm going home. So I think that was really special of you to have done to stick it out, and to just carry yourself with such grace. And you looked good. You looked pretty. Your skin looked nice.
Really?
Like your body was bodying.
Thanks,
yeah, I was
girl.
like,
I feel like I look crazy by the end of that thing.
Yeah, a little bit, but like,
like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, your hair was a bit dreadlock.
Yeah, but it was a little dreadlocky. Like, you shouldn't have done boho braids.
Yeah, wasn't a good idea.
But I think that you carried it so well, and obviously you won. So I think that is fire, and it really kind of us all strong you are, how like tough you were, because like I said, from day one, getting pushed off the boat,
it was too much.
I was yelling at my TV.
I told my family that I wasn't coming, and I told my friends too. I said, you guys are not going to hear from me until the end. Like, people don't know about the show too, is that obviously like there's a paid experience. So before you go into it, they give you a certain number. They tell you how many days the taping is, and regardless of how many days you stay there, you still receive the same amount of money. So if you go and you only make it through day one, you still get paid your amount.
Yeah.
For me, it wasn't about the money. It was about completing it and setting my mind to something and really proving to myself that like I can do the things that I set my mind to, no matter how hard they are, no matter how challenging, no matter like how emotionally grueling and exhausting this is. I can do that, and I did that. So I was proud of that.
Did you think you were gonna win? Like, when you looked around and you were like, were you sizing people up? I'm gonna win this.
I didn't think that I didn't think that it was going to be just me and Brody at the end. I thought that it was going to be like a handful of us, but I knew that I wasn't going home. Like, if I was going home, it was because I had like something, was injured, but I wasn't leaving.
Yeah. Wow. Period. I ain't leaving.
I ain't literally spazzing out.
I love it. That's so beautiful. How do you feel coming off of a reality TV show versus acting?
Well, the other day I Googled myself because I keep having to like people what to introduce me as. And I was like, well, let me see. Actually, I chat GPT'd myself is what it was. Oh, wow. Interesting. But yeah, chat GPT, I'm a reality star now. Oh, which honestly, I am open to receiving any title the internet wants to give me besides being
a wag.
A wag. I accept everything. So you call me actress, reality star.
Don't say everything. Don't say that. Okay. This is where you mess up. Like,
shit. It's like, it's better than that. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. So coming off of that show, I'm pretty sure you had to like your hair, do your nails, do all those things.
I went straight to Atlanta. The hub.
Okay.
All things glam. I got my hair done. Do you remember when I don't even know if you remember this, but it was the really cute like length tape-ins.
Oh yeah.
Honey brown.
Yeah.
Girl.
Slayology did that.
Yeah, Slayology did a big one.
You said, I deserve this.
I said, I'm going straight from Wales to Atlanta.
Amen.
I got my hair done. Yeah. I wasn't playing with them folks. I got my hair taken down. The poor lady was like, what? She was looking at me like, this is disgusting. Like, I've never seen anybody's hair in this condition.
It's like I was fighting for my life.
Literally. I was in the field, honey.
Oh my goodness. How important is self-care to you? Like, care of yourself, treating yourself, pampering yourself?
Gosh. I feel like it's a love letter to yourself, right? Yeah. Every day is an opportunity to show yourself how much you love yourself.
Yeah.
And that's something that I've learned over time in my single season that I'm in. Is love that I'm looking to be given to me, I have to give to myself first. So it's so small, but having a self-care routine, having a fitness routine, having a wellness routine, you're teaching other people how to love you.
For sure. Yeah. For sure. I agree. I think that, like I said, skincare, hair care. When my hair's not done, I don't feel like myself. Like I have an attitude. Like sure, I don't feel as cute. And I think that you have to pour into yourself for sure.
Absolutely.
Because the confidence will shine from inside out. Okay. Do you have any self-care practices that you want to share with our guests that you think that they should implement that kind of ground you?
For me, my morning routine now of not touching my phone for at least the first hour or two has really helped me because it isolates you from the noise of the world and the headlines and the what she posted on Instagram this week and what new bag that she has. You wake up and you're focused on you. Yeah. You're focused on what you want your goal for that day to be instead of what's going on in the world and what everybody else has happening in their lives. I mean, it's helped to ground me a ton. And it makes me feel a lot less anxious. Like, I don't need to see that I have 15 unread messages and 2,000 unread emails the moment I wake up.
For sure.
I want to have a cup of coffee. I want to feed my dogs. I let them out.
That's so grown. That's
it
so
really
adult.
Is.
That's
it really,
so
and it's really great too. Yeah. You start noticing really little stupid things. Like I find myself laughing because it's like, wow, you are just really growing. Yeah. I wake up now and I'm like, there's this like way that the sun rises out of my high rise in downtown with my penthouse with my big ass windows. But the way that the sun rises, it reflects off of this one building every morning and it shines directly into my room. And I swear to you, I've never noticed it before, but now it's like I wake up and it's just like,
no, definitely.
And I would have never noticed it if I wasn't just pausing. Because I'm in my phone. The minute I wake up, I'm like this, in my phone, and then I'm in my phone, and then I'm walking to the phone, and then I'm like, here, dogs, here's your food, in my phone. You miss out on so much little sparks of joy throughout your day.
For sure. I think having a kid has kind of that for me where I make sure that I have at least 2 hours of time with him. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, Milo, look at the moon, look at the sunrise. And like reflecting on that too. Like, look at the moon today. It's really beautiful. Like, here today, it was there yesterday. Yeah. It'll be there. Like, it's such a beautiful thing. One thing that's remained a constant in my self-care routine is skin butter. So I just wanted to gift you this.
Yeah. You know how hard it is to get some new skin butter?
Girl, I give you skin butter all the time.
I know, but I'm just saying, I be scraping the bottom of the bowl.
Please.
And people steal it from me. Do you know that?
I bet.
People come over like, do you have any? And then all of a sudden it's gone.
Aw.
Yeah.
I love that.
Which scent is this one?
Definitely going to lace you up.
Is this a new scent?
No.
Ginger lemon? I've never smelled this. Oh, yes. This smells like a spa.
Amen. Well, use it, love it. And
I love it.
Okay.
I'll put some on now.
Show the glow.
Ash, be gone.
Literally, don't be ashy. This was a short episode, guys, because Kayla jet-setted from wherever in the world she came from. But I'm just so happy and I'm so thankful that you came here. This shows everyone how much of a girl's girl you are. You definitely stopped what you were doing to come support me, and I really, really appreciate you for that. Of course, I love you down. Thank you so much for coming. I love you so much.
Love you. Thanks for having me. Thank you, Cozy Space.
Thank you so much for watching A Cozy Space with me, Tatiana Elizabeth.
Toodles.